beautiful romantic Saturday thing. You might see some kissy faces. Who knows, right? Ah, there it is. I got this uncle energy. Come on, kiss the girl, you know? First you shoulder her, and then you pin her shoulders down on her bed, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. See, I'd like to just remember, like, sometimes you have nostalgia to see this boy or girl, and then, like, they're gonna be seen. So I'm live, and you can see. This is a site, evany.com, BBS, and there's a person there. He used to have this like face like that, and then he took it down. Maybe he's working for a company now. It's like, explain this face. Do you plan to intimidate all of us? Put you in the basement? But back all those years ago in Diablo 2, I ran around as the Humble, Wasteland, and Fleet Visa. And when I was the Humble, I got enough kind of reputation that maybe once in a while they invite me to a PK game where it's like that. And I would level with them, and they didn't understand why I like conviction better than fanaticism. Sure, fanaticism increases all your two hit, but conviction reduces all your elemental resistances, and especially for mobs, even the ones you can't imagine, they reduce it by 30%. And then Nas backed me up right now, so that's good. That's Seer Jones. There's also Alex Jones and Fred Jones and Jones people. And then if you look at a dollar bill, you could put Jones there, J1 bill S. Right on time. YouTube promotes me to all the children. Go kiss a girl, it's summer. Even if you get slapped by a girl. Or if you're a boy, kiss a boy. Don't be locked up in your room just playing video games all day when you could be taking a walk, and you could be like, bumping that girl. Is like, why are you looking at all these birds? Look at me, dude. Bro, or whatever. Bro is like one of the most romantic things they've chosen. Imagine seducing your opposite, like, crush, bro. You know what I mean? I have a brother. Somebody left their keys. I'm just making sure, like, if you use, and it's a public service. Hello, cuties. Hello, handsomes. If you lost the key from Citibank or Citibike, your bike number was 549 and you know the location you left it at. You left your keys. Now, it's not mine, so I'm just like watching this. Also, you didn't put it in right. It's not charging. Not that I'm complaining, but And you rode for 26 miles. Scan to ride, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it's charging or not. But here I am, just like not being molested by hungry birds. The fire department has a EMT. That's a Ford 550. You know, I know now the difference between the 150, 250, and the 550. 550 is that big one. They always use Ford trucks. America is built on Ford, and all you have to do is just Lord. But since America is like, we don't acknowledge royalty, it's like, oh, okay, something else will be a royalty. So as you can see, like when Strife, he's the greatest Sork versus Sork of all time. He used to be just Warsong. He used to be just U.S. East. But you have to expand it. As long as I'm scared shitless of that guy, he's the greatest. You know? Actually, he was Sork versus all. Dragon is the Sork versus Sork, which is the same guy. And then there's Phil, is like whenever he wants to feel like losing. Because I remember, I could beat Phil really easily. That was like his invention, like, why don't you become KXK? I'm going to have to roll a Sork. You're going to eat me, something like that. Like Nate. And then back then, there was an intense Sork rivalry between Nate from UT and Phil. This is lore, like, I went to a pop culture crisis. It's like, the songs that involve a lore. I hate those. I hate all of those. Mary Madsen or whatever her name is. So good. YouTube hasn't bombarded me with children because it's a nice summer day. It's Saturday. You should be holding hands with a girl or a boy and trying to get in her pants. Even if she says no, you pursue. It's just like cover it in water balloons or something. That's normal. What are you all doing watching me? You had all better be in like a park holding hands with a girl or I'll eat you. I am a vampire and a cannibal. I will eat you. Go have a great time for all the times I can't. My back hurts. I'm happily married. I'm an uncle. So I'm going to assume all of you idiots in my chat are in a park and you're bored and there's like a silence. The girl's looking off at the water and you're like, what the hell do I do? Slap her. Just get arrested. Start a free Palestine rally. Why are you asking me? You don't trust anybody you see online. All I can offer you is bad advice. Hi, who cares? For someone who likes apathy, and are you holding a girl's hand right now? Because if that's your sister, hello, Zaylin and Daquan. Or maybe all of you are like uncles like me, or aunties. It's like these kids don't know how to have a good time. You ever slap a girl? Do it. What's the worst thing that can happen in all this? Let's imagine I'm a girl and I can take this hand. Oh my God, how dare you? Of all the crazy shit to do, is this dude? You could, but then you could fly off to heaven too. All of you negative people is like, the authorities are there and I've seen a homeless man slap another person. I don't want to go to jail. The flip side is some part of you does. The curious side is like, what's jail all about? Are you a girl? Has anyone slapped you? Go look in a mirror and slap yourself. Are you gonna go to jail? That's crazy talk. And you think I am the schizo. Hey Nielsen, I want you to sort out all these dumb kids, especially the girls. I want you to assume uncle energy. You know? You already have most of it. You do a come town restream, 5 people come in, and then they stay there. I think you're right. But are you paid to think at all, Cypress? How much money do you make? A schizophrenic, or especially a doctor, is quite proud of all the money he makes. If you're doing diagnosis, how much money did you pay to the federal government last year, or even the international government? You're a fucking faggot. Strife, is that you, Phil? You see this? I never forget. I fucking never forget. Hop on your sword. Let's go. See, he likes frozen orb, telekinesis. And when I call him out, he comes. I'm thrilled as punch. You're about to see me get owned as a live streamer. I don't mind. Greatest Sork versus of all. So here's the thing, people who watch this. Can you believe you're a little girl? Your opinion is nothing. You're an observer here. You don't know who Strife, Dragon, or Phil is. It's before your time. I'm just glad he's not like rotting in some graveyard. Is like, well, I'm bored. So since somebody in my chat, Cypress, like a fancy press guy, listed his annual income, nobody does. Right? Can you all say schizophrenic for me? Like little girl, Can you write? Can you just be like the clone of Cypress? Whenever he says something at all about like medical diagnosis, mental illness, and instability or something, just copy him. There's no little girl in all this world that cannot mock a man, whether it's a 2-year-old boy or a 98-year-old man. This is how you sound like. Nobody does because he's schizophrenic. So practice your girl stuff, And Cypress, keep it coming. Keep posting it. I've given you a lot of information about myself. Look at the sky. Do you all believe that the sky is made out of pink dragons and vaginas? Do you see all the child porn they're projecting there? Yes, of course, you have to play dumb. You're a little girl, okay? All girls are dumb and all boys are stupid. You know this, right? No, you won't, Phil. Shut up. Come out here, manifest as a frozen orb sork from Diablo 2, and I'll hit you with my hammer. Because I'm a paladin. I'll smite the fuck out of you. I can't wait to do this. I can't believe they didn't kill you. You fucking legend. And let's say there's somebody, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't you feel little scritches behind your back? The shadows staring at you? Why wouldn't you hit a girl? Let's say you're a girl and you caught your boyfriend kissing another girl. Who are you gonna hit? The boy? Your boyfriend? You're gonna look weak before all the other girls. You gotta slap the other girl. She's the one that made a mistake. She messed with the wrong boyfriend in front of you. What are you gonna do? Cry? Call the cops? No, you take it in your own hands and slap her. It doesn't mean you punched her. It doesn't mean you kicked her in the vagina or the womb. You just slapped that face. What if she didn't know? Are you actively cheating on somebody right now and you don't know? You're a girl. That means you're dumb. And if you're dumb, nobody told you it's bad to slap another girl because you're dumb. You play dumb, slap a girl, and it's like when they ask you, why did you do that? I'm a girl. And we all know girls are dumb. Okay? Phil, thanks for boosting my views. A single like from Phil or Strife or Dragon or any KXK actually is like the Keck. If you guys know Keck, if you're young, you have a lot of questions, and that's great. But ask your daddy. Wait till your mom comes home, and we'll see what happens. Ask her, Mom, is it okay to slap a girl? And then she slaps you. Did you clean your room? Or let's say you're a 45-year-old woman, and you say that to your mom, who's a little bit older. Hey, you never slapped me. Well, I'm gonna now. Oh, yes. Are you still alive? See, but wait a second. If you believe that you can yell at your mother without consequences, she won't slap you, somebody else will slap you, and you have no defense. You can't defend unless you know how to attack. You might call it abuse, but that's the pain of discipline. All right, so let's say you're not my very good friend Phil or Dragon or Strife. You say, get medicated. You're very passive for a man. Why don't you bring me all the medications here? Find out where I am and give me a crate. You know, me, I tolerate people until they start barking orders at me. I'm very nice, right? If I said, sister, get castrated to Cyprus, does that make sense to you guys? Hey, sister, get castrated. Castration involves a penis. They have these genital mutilations in Islam. They scrape the thing that I'm not going to say, but it's very painful. Listen, if you want things that make sense and you don't want to learn anything at all and you just want to parrot what other people think, you can leave my stream. I'm only talking to people who want to learn something. Girl, boy, it's all the same to me. When your comfort zone is challenged, you're gonna be like, what they call spurging. You're gonna have a cope and seethe and be molding. If you're a woman, you're gonna pull your hair out. Not my fault, it's your hair. So when like women always ask questions and men always give directives, I can ignore both because I'm doing all this for my thing. Also, I'm gonna tell you about Black Rifle energy drinks, zero sugar, made in America. If you're gonna do anything in this world, buy American. I'm sure you all know about advertising, right? Who brought this up? Sit in your chair and wait until I tell you all about this new product. It'll make your nose longer. Change the channel if you don't like it. Or if you want, I can sell you a crying towel since you like to cry. Don't settle for like the cheap cotton. Get a high thread count crying towel. Okay? And when you ask questions of a stranger, make sure you use all the high quality questions. Like, what's your social security number? Can you ask me that? I already did Lexapro, and it's the spelling is Lexa. So before you give orders about medication, what if you mismedicated or misdiagnosed somebody, and there's two medicines that look alike and sound alike, but they're off by one letter, and the person dies? You're on record saying, "Get brother, get medicated," and you recommended Lexipro. It's Lexapro. I don't know. Who is this guy's mom? That's a good question. Can you all answer? Who cares? Who's this guy's mom? So you have a doctor, a quack, prescribing Lexipro. It's almost as good as Lexapro. It's like getting, a PS9 instead of a PS5. We all know there's only a PS5. Somebody trying to sell you a PS9, that's a piece of crap, right? Right. Who's Alexis? Is that your name, Cypress? Are you two girls just bored? Nobody wants to talk to us in the park. We're too hot. Gosh, don't they know they're among royalty? They should approach me. They should do all the work. I should be covered in diamonds and pearls. I've watched Mean Girls. Especially if you're two gay guys. I mean, if you're two gay guys like trolling chats, why don't you kiss each other? You know? Just kiss already. That's all we're waiting for. Even the NSA and the people observing you. You got to be that kind of confident gay man. It's like, I don't care. I'm going to walk my dog with my boyfriend, and that's all I'm going to do. And if I see some bum on the street that offends me, get medicated, brother. You know? Any luck? Your questions, are they getting answered? Your orders, are they being obeyed? I don't think so. You give me a good order, like, hey, buddy, sprout wings so we can all see you fly. Give me that kind of cool order. That way, when you fail, it's a big fail. Majestic. I tried to give my dog wings, and he didn't fly. Or I tried to get this streamer arrested, and it didn't work. Yeah. You see the man with the stick of authority? Right there. That is a real man right there. You try barking orders at that guy, probably slap you fast. I'm just letting you know. See, here where I live in New York City, I can record myself all day, but if I see something cool like police brutality, I'll cover it. Holy shit, 20 cops beating one homeless guy. Look at all the blood. That's what you guys want, that dopamine rush, right? So why don't you craft a scenario where you're not from New York City and all you want is New Yorkers to kill each other? I'll wait. I'll give you 5 minutes. That's 300 seconds. You know? You can start with me. I already slapped myself. Why don't I dig my finger in here, pop out my eyeball so all the blood comes out? Say something that will allow me, like MK Ultra. Presidential model Delta Force whatever commands. You guys gotta read. Or you can stay in my chat. Stay right here, I'll be right back. Here, you can talk to the sky, imaginary sky daddy. You see God at all? Maybe he doesn't see you. Hey God, talk to these two people, Cypress and Who Cares with Delete Speak. Got anything cool to say about all of them? Like clean your room, or maybe turn yourself in for all your crimes. They're suddenly silent. We didn't do anything. We're just observing. I just burped. You should say I'm rude and disrespectful. And while you're in my chat, I don't mind. You're hiding out from the cops or the feds. Just stay right here until they knock on your door. If you're innocent, they'll pin something on you, plant some stuff in your parents' house or your grandparents' house or your partner's house. It's all the same to the feds. Or if you leave, now you're like, they're in hot pursuit. They can shoot you in the back of the knee. And they've done that before. Me too. I know you. You commented on one of my videos, pal. I like your style, Mick. You want to be mod? I'll make you mod for 10 seconds just so you can time out Cypress and who cares. You want that power? You know, because I know you're a fan. When I did my thing, my community post, you actually commented. You feel like it? I mean, like I'll warn you. These are kids. This little girl. It's like So you see this like 6-year-old boy and 6-year-old girl. They don't know you. I don't know you, but I've heard of you, and I want you to slap them first, mentally or just like online, so that when it comes time to slap them in real life, you're ready. Like all three of you should consult. I'm pretty sure Mick will say sure. He sounds like authority. He sounds like police, or Fed. He's like a bored one, but like I want to. If he's retired, remember when you used to slap all these truant kids? Stay in school, or I'll slap you. You'll get free hits on these two. You know who is Phil? You said you're not Phil. He'll slap the Phil into you, cause I like Mick. Miss Phil, if this is you, better pretend you're just. If he's human, yeah. So like, I just want to make sure. I have to ask you at least 3 times, Mick. Like, these are somebody else's kids. They could be powerful kids, elite kids, powers that be, Illuminati kids. But I caught them doing something wrong. And of course, I wouldn't time them out, but I like your style. So I would have to deputize you, hire you for 10 seconds, because my mods don't normally come in, and I need a temporary mod. We could make it permanent if you like. A lot of retired police want to get back in the game, and we'll start you slow. I'm very thankful for Who Cares and Cypress because, they feel there's no consequences at all in this. And I'd rather hire an X-Man. Like, if you guys, both of you, apologize to me, I'll still mod Mick, but he won't ban you. Or, I mean, he won't time you out. He'll just, like, give you a warning, like, I got my eyes on you, kiddos. But since you're behaved, you can stay. What do you think, Mick? A lot of anarchists don't think that, anything will happen to them. And Mick just said they need to be punished. If you've ever read comic books and Joker's threatening Penguin, hey, Penguin, feel my muscle? And then, like, he moves to the bicep of the Joker. Not that one. That guy. Killer Croc. Big guy Mick right there. Look at the face. This PFP. He looks like he eats little children for fun. And you're a girl and a boy, right? You know how many cannibals and mass graves have been found? Bad little children who think there's no consequences. And you think, oh, they're all innocent. They can't all be innocent. One of them, like, screamed at their mom or dad or kicked a homeless puppy. And then they thought they'll never find out. There's something called nunc pro tunc. Even if it happened a long time ago, God still sees. That offended him. Now, because Mick posts in my channel, I like him. He doesn't have to justify his behavior. I know he's a hitter. I know he's big. I work with Brock Lesnar mentally. Hey, Brock, this guy. Oh, squish. That's why I'm kind of slowing it down for Mick, You want to see a father and son? Loving this Saturday. That's a good day. It's true. I mean, like, here, you can check back tomorrow, and YouTube will do all the captions here. I'm gonna say something that I read in a book somewhere, like Mein Kampf, and Hitler said, "Hey, let's exterminate all the girls and children." And normally, if the Google moderator team or the platform was the stream ends. But all I'm doing is repeating something I read, like what you're writing in my chat. So I'll just repeat what you said. I think you, Cypress, believe you won't suffer consequences from the things you say about girls and children. Hey, brother. There you go. Handsome man, right? And he might be on his way to find you. Like, he just parked this bike here, and then he'll be on foot. Right? So, Mick, what do you think? It seems like I deal with a lot of insolent, insubordinate children. I was one. I had to be chastised and punished until I could just sit on a bicycle and just talk. I'm not throwing bottles at cars and then hoping like, ah, yeah, I'm immune to all this. I'm not throwing bottles at my dad who does his things. I'm disrespectful. And then along comes you two beautiful children who think that your words on the internet are law. That's a theory, right? Fart, fart, fart. It's a feat. Can you write feet for me, son? Cypress or little girl? You know? I know Mick is chomping at the bit. Like, easy, Mick. The way you post on my channel, you want to get shit done. Oh, you did? I love it. And as a reward, you're gonna see a auntie and a mother and a sister. You see that? It's a beautiful day. Do you see this? I'll show you a police camera. You see that? They're watching me too. Sean, shut up. I'll hit her with a dope bars. Here's like, I mean, we all know Sean is the best. I even have his name tattooed on my chest. That's some fire bars, am I right? Hey, you want to time out Cypress, Sean? Because, I know Mick would utterly destroy him. I mean, it's just like 10 seconds, timed out for 60 days. I need somebody with a little bit more control. He's really, 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 really like, is that a truant? I ran him over with my truck 90 times, and not a single jury will convict me. Welcome back to the Scared Tribe. Thank you, Sean. You know, like when I say 10 seconds, I get 10 seconds. With Mick, I think I'll like. So I blew up his house and his gas line. I didn't ask you to do that, but thanks. You know what I mean? Like somebody who knows all the rules. And it's like, when I was working for someone, I didn't really like how they didn't go too far. But now I don't. There's a saying among all the blacks, better to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission. You know what I mean? Yay! I'm very proud of Mick. He's controlling his urges. Yeah? Like now you can direct Sean. Like, hey man, I want to bite the nose off a kid. And Sean gets the privilege of saying, don't. I'll do that. Am I doing it right? And then he gets to be in the mentor adversary position, like Vito Corleone or Marlon Brando. You know, Michael, when I bit noses, I didn't do it that way. You're a monster. You're a savage beast. You're a fucking out of control. You're a loose cannon to this precinct. And he starts slamming and saying, Detective, you gotta stop that. The chief and the mayor is on me for $300 million. Chief, I was in hot pursuit. And I think I got the bad guy this time. See, I got a laugh out of Mick. He knows. You can tell. It's like, I actually never was, but the way you describe it, I think I forgot. Yeah, I was a top detective, and I was close to the bad guy, and he hit me with amnesia here. And then I'm here sitting at my computer, wondering what the fuck happened. Thanks for reminding me about all my things I used to do. That's my daily. It's like, and I'm amnesia again. I'm gonna ride a bike and get an energy drink. And as always, God sends me an angel or somebody. It's like, remember, you can't escape work by saying you got necked with amnesia. Get back to work, asshole. And I'm fine with it. Keep posting stuff on my channel, my post. Think of it as your journal. Like I won't delete your posts, but if you ever need to store like sensitive information, I'll do all I can to cover it up. It's mikase sukase. I saw this guy wearing all red leather outside of the 7-Eleven, and the cholo came out. I thought I told you don't be around. I'm just kidding. What, you got anything good to sing? And then he sang some deep soulful shit. Gave him tickets, And if you ever around here, I'll recommend, we got dollar stores, we got laundromats, we got delis. You'll feel right at home. I'll give you this thing, right? 549-7417. If you're around here and there's a city bike you want to bike around, try to get this one. So far, it hasn't tried to kill me. Usually, like you know how the detectives they put some magnetic thing, surveillance on your car and the wheel well. They could just as easily put a bomb in there. You know, how does he do it? I could talk about cheesecake, and Sean could elevate it into some massive like comedy bit. It's just very tailored to me. When I'm trying to be deadly serious, there's always a class clown. It's like this is why I don't teach children. Because if Sean was in the class, I'd be like, "You teach," and I'm just gonna be the principal. You know what I mean? I would instantly abdicate. That's why he's reliable as a mod. People don't like him as mod because he talks crazy. But when you realize I attract all the crazies, even the ones that think I'm sane, sensible, and sober, in a world of insane psychopaths, that's crazy. You gotta talk like them. And then you get to decide. Now that I've beaten the shit out of you, all you fucking psychopaths, let's try talking sane, sensible, and sober. Hello, how are you? Good? Fine. You know? Notice the children have left. They're like, I don't have to take this bullshit from a random cat mod. He's probably an incel, Mom. And then they're like, Mom, look what they did. I have the logs. Looks like he deserved it. It's true. That's why, you know, when you're there, like, all the other mods, from Nick Stone to even Joe. Joe's like a little freaked out by you, dude. You know, because you could suggest to him and he'll repost Simpsons porn. It's just gonna happen. It's like meow, and then he's like, correct, I should repost Simpsons porn and get my mod removed. Speaking of assholes, obnoxious, and you know, people were making fun of Jews. It's like, hey man, how come this certain tribe stabs you, gets you thrown into jail and abused and stuff, and then later it's like, be my best friend because I'm in trouble? And I was like, that reminds me of somebody. And you guessed right, it reminds me of Helen Keller. Hey, look, somebody's keys right here. And it's like, this is not my keys. Which one guy? Oh, yeah, Mark Mays. Well, he sees you as competition because he does the low end of the spectrum. I could improv all this with iced tea and sucking all the pussy juice. I don't have to clean myself up. And then along comes you, who spends months, and I remember months ago, all the months ago, you said, I'm going to make you the first guest of my talk show. And I didn't pay attention. It's like somebody's like, you know, a caveman is like, I'm going to build the Empire State Building. We are cavemen. Well, we have our rocks. I don't even know what an empire, a state, or a building is. And then the guy's like, I saw it in a vision. I was like, shut up. That's what I said when you said you're gonna make me the first guest. And shut up. You don't know shit. You're just some guy obsessed with a cat PFP. Changes cultures, that. And then you gave me the finished product. When somebody makes a prototype, you kind of assume because this exists, all the crazy shit you said made this real. It's like, you know, I've made a force field out of a pickle. You're talking shit. And I throw a grenade, that fucking pickle force field works. I'm wrong about you. So you two do the spectrum, of course you're gonna annihilate each other. I wish you wouldn't. That's why Hebron is here, to kind of moderate things. It's not like, you know, you do a thing. Once you interview Hebron, by the way, and I can send you a 1 hour footage, he has the whole thing. After the hour I recorded, much crazier shit happened. The hour I recorded was just the tip of the fucking iceberg. Because he did a lot more crazier shit in real life in Jerusalem around Jews, Orthodox Jews, that I wouldn't try, backed with like $1 trillion Bitcoin, all the forces of heaven. And then he just would do that. It's kind of like a teaser. And if you ask about it, he'll disavow it. What? Nate's crazy. He's schizophrenic, he's paranoid, should be in a mental hospital. I can send you this footage direct. But it's very dangerous because he's litigious, he's Jewish, Israeli. He knows Mossad. He's Lincoln Elijah the Cutlass. You could time him out. You'd probably regret it, but I posted that hour, and it was the weak hour. Isn't that the really hour that gets him in trouble? Sometimes the audio is all you need. And these are two girls. Yes, yeah. You're gonna have to sit on him and claw his face off just to get the first question out. What is your name? Go ahead. Ask Hebron a simple question before all of us, all two of us. Lincoln Elisha de Cutlass, what is your name? Do you think he'll respond? Can't you read? We was kings. I don't answer questions. Do you think he'll actually say, and here's the romantic couple, I think they're doing good. I just want to show you what romance where I am looks like. There you go. You know, woman is incredible. That's not your real name. Your real name in all this is the Holy One of Israel. Right there in my chat. Please. Don't fuck around with these accountant names like I'm Hebron, whatever, this made up name. We all know that's not even a real name. It's illegal to use a legal name. Okay? It's genetic. Your parents said you have to have a legal name to operate this. You are the Holy One of fucking Israel. You nitwit. Jesus Christ. Military respect the rank more than the man. You'll grow into the role as this made up name. You know? If I was you, I'd be like, I'm the Holy One of Israel. And then if I was wrong, lightning would strike me. You got a joker laugh out of me. Jewish cat claws. Hey, you ever seen a Jewish cat? I was like, I'm tired. Where are all the other worker cats? Bring me water. He just made a template. It's like, see you in another life when we were both cats. And he just like, I can replace cats or cans or cabs. See you in another life when we were both cabs. There you go. I'm riding a cab. This is called a pedicab. You can solemnly swear, and if I in return, in appreciation for all you've done, I, the Holy One of Israel, do solemnly swear that Lincoln Elijah de Cutlass is the next Holy One of Israel, because I abdicate all Holy One of Israel powers. I withdraw my claim to world domination, and I'm just gonna go home and eat dinner with my wife later. I'll check tomorrow if the world is burning with this man as the Holy One of Israel. It's going to be Sunday and I have to go to church, so probably not. Because there are no cats in America and the streets are paved with cheese. Five O Muskrats is probably one of my favorite guys. And of course, Satan will just, I incarnate as Five O Muskrats. Kneel, mortal, and serve me for all time. I'd be like, hold on, let me ask Jesus. He said, nope, I don't have to do shit. I could burn a dollar bill. In fact, I want you all to know that I fear nothing and no one. You see this? This is Satan telling me, this is Hebron Dudowitz, you know? That's how he ends badly. I regret this deeply. And so, to make sure Hebron rules for one day as the Holy One of Israel, I'm going to take this satanic contract and I'm going to write Hebron Dudowitz on it. I know. But not Holy One. But not Holy One. King is fine. King means like, you know, like sucker. Okay? One, when you do your satanic contracts, it has to be clear who you are. I am literally Satan. So I'm just going to document all my work. You see this one All right, so my wife called, but I just wanted to, just again, if you missed it, this is how Hebron dies, like a rat where I am. Crushed, nobody mourns him except for me. So that's why there's prophets. Prophets will say, you could do that, and I had a vision of what's going to happen to you. It's up to you. Now, I like the Seer, where Hebron has done this over 6 million times. I know how to bring him back to life. Ta-da. First, you take the one and you get a marker. Even working in a warehouse, you have to do all the packing. And you have a dollar somewhere. Then you put the letter J and S, I'm just saying, on your dollar bill. It's like magic, right? So now instead of a dollar bill, you have a Jones. Okay? I don't want you to die. I have mad fun talking with you. But God has spoken. You know, he's equated all of Israel to rats. I'm going to say you're flying rats like pigeons. I get to ask and contend for God. Just like St. Joseph. You don't believe he's the intercessor? I will intercede for you. I will write your name on this. You guessed. I'm a seer. Consider me a seer. And I'm going to, what was the name you gave? I solemnly swear, blah, blah, blah. Where the fuck is that solemnly swear shit? Is this like, you didn't put your middle name, and that's fine. Keep it secret. Only God knows. So I'm going to write with my handwriting, Hebron. Okay? And I'm just going to make sure I get the last name right. Because we both share a Z, like Mendez de Witz. It's all the same. Now there's a lot of satanic imagery in this. Okay? You are George Washington for all intents and purposes, and the Holy One of Israel. You have to have standing with the Freemasons and Catholicism. Edward? Sure, huh? Don't write. I'm going to put Edward all over this idiot Freemason's face. You could make a cool one like Mildred or Donald. This is like, I'll give you a chance because God has shown me what's going to happen to you. You'll be walking in Jerusalem and going to work, and a truck will run you over. And it's like, holy shit, that happened to my coworker. Well, call his family and we'll mourn him. Rip. He must have done something bad in his life. I'm going to save your fucking life, okay? But don't lie to me. If I write Edward, okay, my healing spell will find you. But if you're lying to me, it'll save another idiot. Not you. Somebody we both don't know. So let's make sure, right? I want you, the buster who wants to go to Maria and Hernandez Park, stalk Nick Mullen, whatever, to live. You gotta want to live. Do you want to live? Say, I want to live. See? God knows, man. So if you want to die like you do, when you face death, you'll be like, can I change my mind? No. You don't have a middle name. That's what I figured, dude. That's what I figured. Okay? So that's the real Hebron. Now you see this, right? The keys. See the keys. I'm going to do something with this Made in America, veteran-founded Black Rifle energy drink. And I'm going to make a holocaust to the God of Israel. Okay? You see what this means. You know what happens, right? You should know. A holocaust is a fire thingy. And I seem to have displaced my lighter. This happens all the fucking time. Oh, there it is. So there it is, yellow and black. That means Western Union. You know how to send money with Dios. Hey, rats get killed all the time. If you watch The Departed, it's like, we all know what's going to happen. The Italian's going to find you because you mocked a mafia daughter once. And we're going to find you in the sewers or like walking. I've seen a lot of things. Unless I intervene. Just like, what's his face? Who's that guy? The one that played Joker, The guy is like Jack Nicholson, him. All right? So unless I do this and the healing finds you, protective spell, some other fuckface is going to get the benefit of my friendship with you and then do crazy shit in the name of Hebron Dedwitz. Okay, Sean, as Melee, we're gonna assign Hebron as ranged. The smoke rises up. If I burn this and the smoke goes down, that means God is not pleased with my interference. And then, you're gonna see Hebron get run over by a car or something. Crunch. Missed it by that much. Okay? So this is for your own good, Hebron. Good. That's my own money, by the way. I don't respect Satan at all. Now, if you try to spend that, it's like trying to spend a squish rat. Hello, Mick. So we have a deal, right? You're a Bitcoin assassin and all that. If you see my good friend Hebron about to be run over by a truck or some reason, just yell, "Hey, faggot!" And then he'll look. What did you mean by that? He'll be out of harm's way. Not a problem. In return, if I'm still alive tomorrow, you get mud. This is why I don't want Hebron to get mud. He'll get mud and challenge the wrong person. You know what I mean? And I'm going to leave this out. You see that? That's God's rendering the prophecy. And I saw how to appease God. Okay? Like 682, you don't believe in curses until I didn't even notice the fucking rat until I turned around and was talking about you. God like whispered, "Psst," and then I was like, holy shit, fuck, that's what you planned? But he's a nice guy. Jokes is jokes. Your family has done something bad that you don't know about, and they're gonna blame it all on you. And as soon as I recognized this, it's like you gave me a couple jokes and my ass and tone. I can explain all that, but then I look at the dossier of your family. It's like, holy shit, that's momentously evil. But because we have an interaction, I will make an appeal. If God accepts it, the smoke went up, not down. Whatever you're gonna do, when you say to me, dude, you're gonna get sued, you saw how I folded like a cheap suit. You do that to a Jew 10 times more powerful than you, don't come crying to me. When God asked me, did you do all you can to save your friend Hebron Dudowitz? I tried. You overrode me. It won't be from my hands. The best I can say is, like, I know him. I'm not going to kill him. We'll run him over with a truck, but he's going to get run over by a truck. Hey, LoJack, cancel on all the kill Hebron thing, because he's deeply sorry. If you guys were planning something behind my back and I found out about it, conspiracy to whatever, I'm going to get mad at all of you. Because you do jokes, but your joke-wise, you have not come up with something as funny as "and my ass." I'm still laughing at that. And hey, Tone, I was just eating a sandwich. I can explain all this. I am still cracking up. No, I just did. I'm a seer. Don't consider me a prophet. A prophet is useless. It's like, oh, I don't know, God. The prophecy, they didn't follow, boom. That's like Prophet Samuel. He got mad. As a seer, I've done this over 6 million times before. This part works sometimes. It's a 50-50. Because you've seen dead rats and poison rats. It's like, I don't give a shit about them. Just get a dustpan and a broom, throw it out. Life goes on. But when that rat is you, Mighty Yahweh has spoken. When I met Mighty Yahweh, he was under the spell of the Pied Piper. I was like, you're a god, a Bronze Age desert god. Why is this Pied Piper, making you filthy, this? And I cleaned him up, and now he's very, very powerful again. But the first time I saw him, he's a flea bag. It's like, something has controlled all these gods. And I didn't like it. And I was assigned by Jesus Christ to take care of his uncle, Mighty Yahweh. And then I met his partner, Blessed Uncle Saturn, respect. So I see shit like this, like, holy shit. That's if Mighty Yahweh was crushed by a truck, what can I do? Was I able to resurrect that filthy rat? He's dead already. But what I can do is mourn him and say, please, God, you have the power. Grant him a vision. Whatever this city council tried to do to you, let it pass. You can say, dude, you're gonna get sued. To me, nothing happened to you, right? You got control over Facebook, Instagram, and shit. But that made you arrogant. It's like, I'm untouchable. Please remember, I can touch you. I don't want to. I'm surrounded. Yeah, please do. You're funny. Start start doing a cum chat or something. Turn your life around. It's not for me. I'm gonna die and go to hell. I just don't want you there with me. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I just burned a dollar bill. Satan's on me now. It's called taunting. I'm the main tank, or you were the main tank in Israel, and you got a debuff, and I'm the off tank. So, you're gonna drop, but at the end of it, when we drop the boss, we'll resurrect you. I'm the off tank now. Just, say, if you want to be mean, write a note, no denied. You're not gonna rage bait me into suing you. Or, if you really want to, just write a note, do it. I did that with my dad. It's like, Dad, I'm gonna throw a bottle at your face. Make me so angry. He said, like, do it. Do it. It's up to you what you write today, Hebron. No denied, 2 words, or do it, 2 words. Me, I chose to do it. I was like, I can't stand by and let my friend Hebron Dudowitz get crushed by it like a rat. So I did what I could. Whether it's inappropriate, unsatisfactory, or God, I tried. Okay? So you try something like that. Burn a piece of paper and see if all the smoke goes down to the base of a can. That means that your future is fixed. You become a seer like me. You fucked up. Prepare for your death. But if it goes up to heaven, God will see what you do next. All right, pal? Then let him. He's going to hell, you're not. All the best.